let's roll our segue wheel for my next story.
That's right.
Which is a long one.
A long what?
Yeah, okay. It says it's 6 minutes, but I'll see about that.
That doesn't sound long. Go ahead.
It's a bad pun. You've already been giving me those, so now you have to actually do it. Now you're gonna not have anything to joke about.
Yeah, I'll draw a blank.
This is by Rod McGurk on AP News, coming out of Melbourne. Message in a bottle written by 2 Australian soldiers a few days into their voyage to the battlefield of France during World War I had been found more than a century later on an Australian coast. That's crazy. I wonder where they sent them off from. The Brown family found the Schweppes brand bottle just above the waterline at Wharton Beach near Esperance in Western Australia State on October 9th, Deb Brown said on Tuesday, which was the 28th of October. Her husband, Peter, and daughter, Felicity, made the find during one of the family's regular quad bike expeditions to clear the beach of trash. I can't do an Australian accent, so I'm just going to do a British one. We do a lot of cleaning up on our beach, and so would never go past a piece of rubbish. So this little bottle lying there waiting to be picked up, Deb Brown said. Inside the clear, thick glass were cheerful letters written in pencil by Privates Malcolm Neville, 27, and William Harley, 37, dated August 15th, 1916, almost 100 years ago. Their troop ship, HMAT.
That's way over 100 years ago. Huh? It's 109 years. It's 109 years ago, not almost. Yeah. Anyway.
100 years ago would it be
1925.
2020. Oh, you're right. Sorry, you're correct. It's 2020. It's almost 2026. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I guess.
Math is. I've deleted math on my brain.
I guess.
It's weird news. That's what it is. Yeah. Anyways, their troop ship HMAT A70 Ballarat had left the South Australian state capital, Adelaide, to the east on August 12th. Of that year on the long journey to the other side of the world, where its soldiers would reinforce the 48th Australian Infantry Battalion on Europe's Western Front. So they probably sent the message in a bottle off the coast of Australia. I don't think they got very far in 3 days. They didn't send it from France, is what I'm saying.
Nah, it just fell off the ship.
Killed. One of the people, Malcolm Neville, was killed in action a year later. He was wounded twice, but survived the war. Dying in Adelaide in 1934 of cancer, his family say was caused by him being gassed by the Germans in the trenches. That is something somebody would say if you had a veteran of World War I. It was the damn Germans gassing me in the trenches. That's what caused my cancer. I'm not saying he didn't, but that's just something, that's something somebody would say. Yeah, it was the Germans. They gave him cancer. Neville requested the bottle finder deliver his letter to his mother, Robertina. I don't think she's alive still, Neville. Who do they deliver it to if Neville died in action? His sister, maybe, or his brother? Does he have any family?
His great-grandniece.
Yeah, here you go. Yeah, no, I think those are all the others. If his fellow soldier died, to be fair, he died of cancer, but still, I don't think it's possible his mom's still alive. She was born in the 1800s. There's no way anyone from the 1800s is alive right now.
No,
that's crazy.
No.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah, it's been a while.
Neville requested the bottle's finder deliver his letter to his mother, Robertina Neville, at Wilkewat, now a virtual ghost town in South Australia. Oh, isn't that even more of a passage of time? Yeah, I used to live in this now empty town that nobody lives in. Oh, that's spooky. Harley, whose mother was dead by 1916, was happy for the finder to keep his note. Harley wrote, "May the finder be as well as we are at present." Neville wrote to his mother he was having a real good time. Food is real good so far, with the exception of one mill which was buried at sea. The ship was heaving and rolling, but we are as happy as Larry, Neville wrote, using a now faded Australian colloquialism, meaning very happy. We get it, it's an old letter. They're gonna have old colloquialisms in them. Neville wrote that he and his comrades were somewhere at sea. Harley wrote that they were somewhere in the Bight, referring to the Great Australian Bight, That's an enormous open bay that begins east of Adelaide and extends to Esperance on the western edge. Deb Brown suspects the bottle didn't travel far. It likely spent more than a century ashore, buried in the sand dunes. Extensive erosion of the dunes, caused by huge swells along Wharton Beach in recent months, probably dislodged it. The paper was wet, but the writing remained legible. Because of that, Deb Brown was able to notify both soldiers' relatives of the find. The bottle is in pristine condition. It doesn't have any growth or any barnacles on it. I believe that if we had been at sea or if it had been exposed for that long, the paper would have been disintegrated by the sun. We wouldn't have been able to read it, she said. Harley's granddaughter, Ann Turner, said her family was absolutely stunned by the find. We just can't believe it. It really does feel like a miracle. And we do very much feel like grandfather had reached out to us from the grave, Turner told Australian Broadcasting Corps. Neville's great-nephew, Herbie Neville, said his family had been brought together by the unbelievable discovery. It sounds as though he was pretty happy to go to war. Just so sad what happened. So sad that he lost his life, Herbie Neville said. Wow, what a man he was, the great-nephew added with pride. So a reminder that they were... Neville was only 27, so he was the younger of the two, and he died in the war. And William Harley died later of cancer in 1964. 1934. So only 20-ish years later, he died at around 50. So there's your, I know it's a bit sad news, but it's wacky news. They found a bottle which has been in the beach, sitting on the beach for so many years, and they found it. It's very cool. So don't ever think your lives, as minuscule as you might think they are, will not be discovered by somebody and celebrated maybe by your ancestors. Very cool.
Yeah, or some people that knew your granddad or something.
Yeah, well, yes.
Or something like that.
Yeah, very cool.
So you said this was in the, it was a place called the Bite. It was called the Bite.
The Australian Light.
The Australian Bite.
Oh no, you're right. Bite, no L. Bite, yeah. But bite spelled like blight without the L. That's why.
Yeah, as in gigabyte.
BIGHT. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, that's different. Okay. Anyway, it works for my pun anyway because it's a good thing. It's a good thing this note didn't go through a terabyte. Note, tear. I never.
No, I got it. I got it. I'm just laughing. I'm actually, I'm so shocked I couldn't even speak.
Pulled that one out the last.
That's how I felt. I was like, oh my god, that's so terabyte. Wow. But there's my long story about the Australian message in a bottle.